I'm the better host, John Dolovacki. I didn't mean to do that. Ridge Runner Nation, we're back and better than ever with a new episode of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running in Southeast Ohio and across the East Coast. I'm John Dolovacki. Wesley, the better host, is here too, and we'll send it to him shortly. There were some great races this weekend, such as the North Face Challenge in New York, Strolling Jim, Grayson Highlands 50k, and some more. So let's get right into it with the Paul Barty streak. Paul Barty ran the weekly half on Monday, which is no surprise to any one of us. Part with Dave H. I would say that I would attempt to get some footage of the elusive Mr. Barty completing the weekly half, but have you seen his morning run start times? The only thing I'm doing at 5 a.m. is watching the back of my eyelids. But good job, Barty. Number 439. First on the list of race results is the North Face Challenge New York, which takes place in the beautiful Bear Mountain State Park. Despite the high humidity, the mid-50 temperatures led to some great times. For the 50 mile, Patrick Caring took the top spot in 7 hours 34 seconds. Second place went to Alexandre Salvangal in 7 hours 22 minutes 37 seconds, and Julian Jaro rounding out the top three with 7 hours 34 minutes 7 seconds. On the women's side, Elisa Lepere took the win in 9 hours 19:32. Carolina Code came in at 9 hours 35 minutes 23 seconds. And third place female went to Lori Ashley in 10 hours 25 minutes 23 seconds. Congrats to the North Face Challenge 50 mile runners. Top place in the 50k went to Oliver Collin in 4 hours 16 minutes 9 seconds. And Helena took the first female in 5 hours 7 minutes 47 seconds. Mariano Antanan took the first in the marathon distance in 3 hours 52 minutes 3 seconds, with Anne Rosen successfully grabbing the top female spot in 4 hours 36 minutes and 33 seconds. Let's send it over to Wesley to see what race results he's got for us.
Bob Big Timber's Backyard Ultra took place up in Worcester, Ohio. This race is another golden ticket race for Laz's Big's Backyard Ultra in the fall. The field was absolutely loaded with good runners and even better people. Olivier Leblanc took the top spot and ran 33 laps for the win. That translates to 137 miles. Congrats! Runner-up, or first loser, was Gabe Rainwater, who bested his previous Backyard Ultra run by 2 loops. Gabe has been one of the final 2 people in both Backyard Ultras in Ohio. Valiant effort, Gabe. This race was loaded with Ridge Runner Nation members, and it was a party. Travis Zipfel convinced me to sign up for the race 2 weeks prior, and I made it to 100 miles and called it a day. Congrats to everyone that ran this race and conquered the mud. It sure was fun out there.
Strolling Jim, founded by Lazarus Lake, aka Gary Cantrell, and now co-directed with Steve Durbin, is the second oldest ultra in the US. The race is held in Wartrace, Tennessee, and is a beautiful course. From the looks of all the photos on Facebook, this looks like an amazing event to take part in. The men's podium was Zach Bevan in first with a time of 4 hours 7 minutes. Second place went to last year's winner Olaf Wasternak in 4 hours 39 minutes. And rounding out the top 3 was Tony White in 4 hours and 46 minutes. The women's winner was Sarah Enfante in 5 hours 34 minutes, finishing in 4th overall. The second place female was Kathleen Cusick in 6 hours 12 minutes, and Jennifer Raby in 6 hours 26 minutes. I also wanted to mention that Greg Armstrong, who finished 10th overall, reportedly ran the entire course starting at 1 a.m., finishing 10 minutes before the start of the official race, and then proceeded to still finish in the top 10. It's an extremely impressive time, Greg. Congrats to all the Strolling Jim runners.
The Grayson Highlands 50k took place in Virginia, and this race is a good one. We saw George Tolton take the top spot in 4 hours 19 minutes. Second place, top female, was Amanda Morris, who finished in 4 hours 58 minutes. Rounding out the men's podium was Ron Moore in 4:59 and Jesse Fritz in 5:03. Rounding out the women's podium was Linda Boring in 5:12 and Krista Ryankowski in 5:18. Congrats to all Grayson Highland runners. And now for our Troy tracker. Troy is still making his way up the AT. One of his first activities of the week was labeled Oof, the Sun. Troy made it into North Carolina on this run. Day 21 featured some crazy scenes, beautiful fog rolling in, plus sunshine later on. And we can't forget about this awesome selfie. Troy rounded out the week with a 28-mile day and is now in Virginia. Keep on keeping on.
And now for our Strava rundown, where we highlight all of the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast If you want to get noticed on the rundown, please join the Ridge Runners Club on Strava by visiting the link in the description below.
I'm riding the bike over here. We're getting this leg press machine going. Normally I don't have this much space to do my dance move of the week on a couch, but this is the move this week, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
The Flying Pig Marathon took place this past Sunday in Cincinnati, Ohio. I think my Strava feed might be broken because I didn't see any runners from the Ridge Runners group who took part in this race. If you did, let us know in the comments and we'll get a shout out to you next week. That being said, I did get a chance to work with a talented artist from Cincinnati this past weekend, Maria Corelli. She ran her first half marathon in the weekend, killing it with a finish of 2 hours and 10 minutes. Congrats on your first half, and hopefully you've been convinced to run a full finally. Running Brew Tours and crawls were apparently common this weekend, no surprise given that it was graduation weekend here at Ohio University. James Fox, Sam McGee, and Adam Wise completed a 7-stop 15-mile crawl. I'm not sure though my stomach would be able to handle that much beer when running. Also, Alex Jackson decided to take an impromptu brew tour on the bike path with his dad Tom. As Jake Edelstein said in the comments, this was not planned, it's becoming common theme with Mr. Jackson. Nonetheless, the brew tours looked great fun, and I think we should do a challenge video, Wesley. Earl the Pearl was seen this weekend clearing trees from Rock House and White Oak Crumley Ridge with Joey B, JS, and DC. I have no idea who those people are, but I do greatly appreciate the work that they do on keeping the trails in good condition. So thank you guys for your hard work.
And with that, thanks for tuning in this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week. We'll deliver news on so many other great races.
In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell below, and you'll be notified every time we release a new video. If you enjoy our shows, hit the like button, give it a share with your friends. Remember, you can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play.
I'm your host, the better host, Wesley Harden. John somewhere in the world right now, doing the same thing.
I'm your host, John Dolacki.
But we'll see you guys next week on the Weekly Rundown.